So, hello everyone, and welcome to Coffee Time with Father Sam. Today, I am sitting here in my backyard behind my room at the rectory at St. Joseph's, and as you can see, I have nice little statue of St. Anthony of Padua. And if you noticed, I did have also an image of St. Therese of Lisieux on my coffee cup. But today I want to speak about the saint who we celebrate on August 10th, and that is Saint Lawrence the Martyr. And he was an archdeacon of the Diocese of Rome and killed for the faith, and he actually was cooked alive. Only think about that. I mean, that he was put on hot coals, laid out on a gridiron, so that would have been a metal frame thing that they would have put on some very hot coals, and the guy would have been cooked to death. What a horrible way to die. Really horrible torture, would have been slow and painful. But legend has it that as he was being cooked, he said, "I am well done on this side, turn me over." And I guess that's why he's known to be the patron of chefs. Now, sometimes when I hear these little sayings, these cute little sayings, or these little stories about saints, what we refer to as legend, because we don't really have any source document. I mean, it's not as if maybe there is, but I don't know if there's any verbatim transcript of what Lawrence said as he was dying. But typically, these are legends that are handed on, and I have to say that I can be skeptical, and I guess the reason that I'm kind of skeptical about stuff is not to say it didn't happen, but I like to have real solid proof, right? I really want to have the facts, because I am very detailed oriented, as you can probably tell, right? Kind of all I really get kind of intensely into the details of things, and I think also is that if I tell something to somebody, I do not want to be proven wrong in the future, because that, I'm afraid, will undermine my credibility and all of that. And I think some of it is ego, right? We don't want to ever be wrong. But when it comes to something like this legend of St. Lawrence and what he said, it's something humorous in the face of death, and it would make sense that a martyr would do this, because he'd be looking forward to his martyrdom, not bitter, not angry. He understands that this is how God has chosen to give glory to Christ and his church through the blood of the martyrs, right, and through their torture and through their suffering, and that he would be able to follow in the steps of Christ, right, who is the perfect sacrifice and the prototype of all martyrs. And that there's no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friends, right? These martyrs understood that, and they looked forward to it, and they even would be giddy to think about this is something that they would get to do, and that this was such a great honor and a privilege to die for Jesus. And we hear that in so many of the early martyrs, accounts of the early martyrs. And so it does make sense that Lawrence could say this, I'm well done on this side, and turn me over. So I think maybe we too can learn how to be humorous in the face of difficulties and trials, and sometimes I don't do that well. I mean, I can get a little bitter and hold on to stuff. So, just to kind of let go, right? Just to let go of it, and just to be lighthearted. And speaking of letting go, I am going to be going on vacation here after I finish this video, and my plan is to go to Pacific Grove. And to spend some time with my brother and his wife and their son Luke, my nephew, who is becoming an outstanding young surfer. And every time I go, he wants to go surfing, and I'm sure that's what he's going to want me to do. And I got to say, I don't know if I'm up for it, because it is a tough sport. The water there in Pacific Grove is a little cold, so we wear wetsuits. And I guess there are possibility of sharks. But I guess I can be humorous in the face of death, right? That's what I should do, just trust God. It's something that I'm not very good at, to be honest. I can't really get up on the largest, widest, foamiest, most buoyant board. But I'm going to make an effort, and I'll give you an update next week if I survive. Right. So, anyway, God bless and have a most beautiful day.